Hi you guys, welcome back to Sting Nail Co. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do a fill on some almond nails, and then we're going to get into a really cute French look. So this was my client's nails. She came back after 4 weeks, and as you can see, we have no lifting thanks to Mega Bond Primer and amazing prep. My client wanted her nails a little bit shorter, so I'm using my extra coarse carbide drill bit to go ahead and shorten the length, remove the polish, as well as round out those corners again. So as you can see, I'm just going to shorten the length first, remove the gel polish and the design, and then if there was any lifting, I would use this drill bit to do that as well. You can get the extra coarse carbide drill bit from stingbeauty.com. It's perfect for removing gel polish, debulking acrylic, removing lifting, shortening the nails, removing crystals. Like, it's the perfect bit for multiple things. So we did have to do a repair on her thumb, so I'm using my carbide drill bit to go ahead and debulk the acrylic. All I'm doing is making that acrylic as thin as possible so that I don't have to soak it for too long. I'm using these pre-cut foil packets that are made specifically for soak-offs. They have this little cotton square in them. Just put some acetone on there and wrap it around her finger. These are very, very convenient. You can get that in my Amazon link. It's in the description box below. So now, starting off with that nail prep, I'm going to go ahead and push her cuticles back. Then I'm using my micro taper cuticle bit from stingbeauty.com to go ahead and remove any of that excess dead skin that's grown up onto her nail plate over the past month. I'm doing this at a speed of 7,000, and I just want to make sure that I'm removing the dust as I'm working so I can see what I'm doing, making sure that everything is being properly removed. Now I'm going to switch my e-file to reverse, going in the opposite direction, and I'm just going to clean out the right side cuticle area. I'm using a sanding band to go ahead and prep the area that's grown out. Also, if there's any small lifting on the edge of the acrylic, I'm going to use this to just flake that off. The key to this step is making sure that you're getting up close right next to the skin and making sure that everything is nice and ashy. You shouldn't have any shine or any oils left on the nail plate, and you want to make sure you're getting the entire surface of the nail plate, like I said, right up next to that skin. Make sure you continue brushing as you're working so you can see what you're doing. So now I'm going to use my cuticle nippers just to remove all this skin that was pushed up during the prep process. This is dead skin, as you can see, it's turned white. I'm only removing the skin that's turned white, that's sticking up. This is what's going to give that manicure a nice clean look. Her thumb was soaking this whole time, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that foil and push off all the acrylic that's melted, adding a new tip because we need to build that nail back out. And then I'm just going to go ahead and measure it with her other thumb just to make sure everything is the right shape and the right size. And then I'm just going to go ahead and reshape that tip. Now it's time for acrylic application. I'm using Mega Bond Nail Primer from Sting Nail Co. This is what gets me that 4-week retention. For this product, I do 1 coat on each of her nails, and then right before acrylic application on each finger, I apply another coat of Mega Bond. That's going to allow the primer to set at the same time as the acrylic, and they'll both bond to the natural nail together. And this is what gives me such a wonderful retention. The acrylic I'm using for the fill today is Nude from Sting Nail Co. You can get that at stingbeauty.com. If you're looking for something that's going to give you a smooth consistency, easy to work with, super easy to get your acrylic ratio, I would definitely recommend Nude from Sting Nail Co. This color is great with all skin tones. All my clients love it, and I'm sure yours will too, so check that out.
Turn me inside out, make my heart speak. Need no one else. You're all I need. Personality, everything you do. It's me, love. Everything about you. Your smile, your style, so fly. Can't deny. I got a crush on you. That's truly. I'm digging you. You make me believe. Your love is one in a million. It goes on and on. You give me a really good feeling. Oh yeah, baby, on. Your love is one in a million. It goes on and on.
Once the acrylic is set, I'm going to go ahead and reshape her nails. I'm using a 100 grit side of my 100/180 zebra files. You can get those on my website as well. Pretty much everything that I use on my clients is available on the website, so make sure you go ahead and check out stingbeauty.com for high quality nail products. But basically all I'm doing is refining that shape, especially since we cut her nails down. The shape has been changed, so we need to get it back how it was before she came, nice and clean, and making sure those edges are nice and round. So I sealed the cuticle area and smoothed the surface of her nails using a fine grit carbide drill bit. I buffed the nails off camera and had her wash her hands. And this is what we come out with, a nice, clean, fresh set. Get into those cuticles. It looks like she grew them herself. Everything is just looking how it should. So now I'm getting into the design. This is the color that we're using, since you guys always ask. And I'm using a nice thin liner brush. So you can get this on stingbeauty.com, thin liner brush. And I'm just taking that polish and creating the French shape. And then if there's anything that's too wide, I'm going to use my cleanup brush just to adjust. But basically just draw the French as thin or as thick as you like. And just make sure that everything is nice and symmetrical. And make sure that every nail looks as close to the same as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you don't want one nail to be super thin and the other nail to be super thick. So just keep that in mind. She cured that in the lamp, and I applied a second coat of polish and cured that as well. Now I'm using my gel top coat from stingbeauty.com to go ahead and seal that design in. This top coat is currently on sale for $5. I have a new shipment coming in soon, so I'm trying to get rid of all these old bottles and make room on the shelves. So make sure you check that out, especially if you've been looking for a good top coat. This is the finished product. These came out so cute and so classy. I love that pop of orange instead of doing white. There's nothing wrong with white, but it's always fun to do a little color. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe for more. Make sure you check out our online course, Intro to Acrylic, for a more in-depth tutorial and information about all things acrylic nails.